Thanks for staying tuned to your station, the Africa Independent Television, and welcome to your program. Really, you will be surprised where we are today. Today, like you used to do sometimes, we'll go outside the studio to bring you what is happening on the spot. Today, it's another edition where we are bringing you information from location of activities. Yes, you'll be wondering where we are, but that will be after I remind you that coronavirus is still with us and is still ravaging and killing so many people across the globe. So you have to ensure you keep yourself safe and secure by wearing the face mask when you are in public place, and ensure that you keep to all laid down protocols for prevention of the coronavirus. Welcome to your program today. My name still remains Patrick Abambu. Like I told you, we are in a location. Precisely where we are is Nibo Road. For some who may know, Nibo Road is in Anambra State, so we are in Anambra State. Nibo Road, when you behind me, you will see activities, and some activities happening behind me, talking about the transportation system being stopped because there's ongoing security check before you go across into Amobia, then to Oka, and because of the threats of the hype of the indigenous people of Biafra, ESN, and its members that have threatened that the election in Anambra will not hold. But listen, Anambra people are peace-loving people, and I can tell you that for free. And I'm sure that every effort will be made to show that what is supposed to be done will be done. People will be saved by the grace of God. There's no troublemakers here, and like I can tell you that the people are peace-loving. The security agencies are also ready to ensure there is peace everywhere. Today, like I said, we have a lot of activities, and we'll be looking at the Anambra coming election. But join me as I talk about one of the issues that affects you and I. That is the issue of security. Really, how are you, sir? Yeah. Yes.
We are hungry.
You are hungry.
I have an injury.
Oh,
So I need a treatment.
okay.
I go and buy. Thank God say they video me. Make una help us.
No problem. We know what you do.
Una say make
After,
una say make no kill, make no shoot.
yeah, no
See,
kill.
See medicine wey dey go buy. So
Okay.
make I buy blood.
Okay. All right. Okay, we'll help you. But after this, if you can just hold around, I will see how God will help you. Don't worry. God will help you. No need to kill, really. That is the truth. People must be alive. Yes, like you saw, a passerby who is concerned, and like he said that we have been preaching, people must not be killed. They should not kill people. And he confirmed it. They don't want to kill. They just want the basic amenities. But like I said, security is very, very important if there must be development. Yes, we're going to take you. You know, during the week, there was a publication by the Economics magazine talking about a lot of other issues in Nigeria, corruption and the war against insurgency and terrorism and all that. And they refer to the Nigerian army as mighty on paper, which is to say the phrase means that the Nigerian army is not strong enough, it's just mighty on paper. But a lot of people are kicking against it. I cannot tell you, Security Watch Africa can confirm to you that that is not a true assertion. That is not a true description of the Nigerian army that have proven to be one of the world's best. Sit back as we bring you this report by Shuli Daniels.
The Nigerian Army is the land force of the Armed Forces of Nigeria, AFN, which has been engaging in various peacekeeping missions and stabilization activities in the different parts of the world. This army has assisted to quell many criminal and armed unrest in Nigeria. Despite these numerous commendable successes being recorded by the Nigerian army against terrorism, insurgency, banditry, and other forms of criminality across the country, a foreign magazine, The Economist, in a recent publication, described the Nigerian army as mighty army on paper.
Following the recent publication by The Economist magazine describing the Nigerian army as armies mighty on paper, we are on the street of Nigeria to find out what Nigerians has to say about this.
They want to sell their magazine. And the temperament of a typical Nigerian is to see the magazine that is blackmailing the glory of this country. So whatever they say, you understand, is just like a remnant of imperialist work. And if you look at it, there's no way, even if you are sleeping or you are dreaming, you cannot do away with the success of Nigerian army. And they are formidable, you understand? They are equal to the task, and they are doing their work. If not, even the peace we have within this country, it will not be tenable.
Our army can never be mighty on paper. They are mighty in everywhere. They are doing their best, and they are trying their best in their own way, and they are recording successes. But if they call our army a toothless bulldog, that is unacceptable by us. So as far as I'm concerned, because I've been following them up too, they have been trying their best. They are recording a good success. Like what is happening now, the banditry, the way they are bombarding them, you see a lot of people, according to them, that they are coming to surrender. They are putting down their arms, and that is the best thing to do.
Nigeria Army, as we know, have actually helped in so many countries to bring about peace. Nigeria is not exclusive of their effort.
Nigeria Army is one of the most disciplined army in the world. Anywhere we go in the world, we have the credit. On what is happening in Nigeria here, we know it's politics. Without Nigeria Army, African nations self cannot stand as a unity. We are sacrificed from time of apartheid to this time, and Nigeria Army is still holding Africa together. So any person saying Nigeria Army is not doing anything is lying.
Despite the massive insecurity situation in the country, they have really been doing massively well.
Security Watch Africa also spoke with the Director General, Nigerian Army Resource Center, Major General Garba Wahab, retired, who spoke extensively on the strength of the Nigerian Army.
The economy is just expressing those who want to create confusion in the system. Don't forget, they work on the theory of realism, where in the international system, you get what you want based on your power. And they've tried to reduce the might of the armed forces of Nigeria by first not assisting us in getting whatever we require. No nation has what it needs completely. If they are talking about the army on paper, how long has it taken the US military in Afghanistan? Why did they leave Afghanistan? With all their minds, with all the sophistication. The records are there. We've done what it takes the British military so long they could not achieve. The agreement, the Good Friday Agreement, led to the armed forces being removed from the streets of Ireland in UK. What are they talking about? You see, when people talk, people write because they are serving a purpose. And we in Nigeria, we always believe, oh, these people are written, it must be the absolute truth. Read through the lines. What the armed forces of Nigeria have done is what is expected to have taken us 21 to 31 years. Sri Lanka is an example. Colombia is an example of countries where the armed forces, especially the land forces, had faced insurgency, and it had taken them nothing less than 23 to 33 years. The Colombians are still on it. Sri Lanka just got out of it, but still there were bombings. We've gotten to a point where those things have been reduced seriously. What we are supposed to be doing now is nation building, not leaving everything to the armed forces. The military cannot completely eradicate insurgency or act of terrorism. They can provide security. But somebody who is an insurgent has a mind, is an idea. So have we addressed the causes, the root causes of the problems in Nigeria? We've not. And yet every time we deploy the military and we expect them, they must suppress everything. And yet we complain, on the other hand, human rights allegations and whatever. So when the economy is rot, yes, that's as far what they are serving a purpose. The national interest of UK, the national interest of US. What are we doing in Nigeria to serve our own national interest? The Nigerian army is massive, have done so much. It is comparable to what the British army have done, if not better, even in Ireland. But they keep that away from us and want us to believe that these guys are not doing anything. Have they assisted us in any way? They had assistance from the US when they were in the Falklands. Without the Americans, would they have defeated the Argentines? So please, when people write, we should look seriously at all the indicators. The indicators are there.
From the views of these Nigerians, it is clear to state that the Nigerian army is standing out as one of the best armies in the world and cannot be described as just a mighty army on paper. Shirley Daniels, reporting for Security Watch Africa.
Yeah, welcome back. Like you heard, Nigerians are in agreement that our Nigerian army is not just mighty on paper. It's a mighty army indeed, because it has been proven across the globe what the Nigerian army can do and what they are still doing, particularly maintaining peace and keeping Nigeria stable as it is today. So that report, that publication, that article, as far as Nigerians are concerned and as far as Security Watch is concerned, is not true reflection of what Nigerian army is. Yes, we are still here on Nibo Road. You know, we are looking at the issue about the Anambra election. We'll be bringing a young man who spoke to us about the need for people to ensure peace and ensure that the election goes on peacefully. Yes, welcome again to the program. Yes, also, we looked at the issue of the sit-at-home. You know that since we're in the southeast now, a lot of some weeks back, months, there have been this sit-at-home order declared by the indigenous people of Biafra that people should sit at home for one reason or the other, for their own reasons. Nobody actually can tell what it's all about. But people are saying that it's not good for the economy of the people. And because of that, Security Watch Africa, Peg Yagbe, did a report and spoke with some security professionals, experts, retired and serving, on how would it affect, what is the impact of this sit-at-home.
Nigeria is confronted with various insecurity challenges, terrorism and insurgency in the northeast, increasing violence, kidnapping and cultism in the southwest, south-south and southeast, and most recently, separatist agitation in the southeast. All of these keep citizens in fright, and one cannot fathom what the next pending danger will be or how it will happen. The situation in southeastern Nigeria is disturbing, as the social and economic activities of the people in the region are being threatened by the incessant sit-at-home order declared by the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB. People have asked, what happens to families who depend on daily income for their livelihood? To seek answers to questions arising from the sit-at-home order, Security Watch seek answers from some security czars: retired Commissioner of Police Lawrence Alubi, retired Deputy Inspector General of Police Habila Joshak, and retired Assistant Inspector General of Police Wilson Inalego.
Even in the process of it being enforced by those who gave this order, I don't think it's good for the people of Southeast. If they claim that they are working for the good of the people of Southeast, then they should make sure that the economy is not grounded, their economic activities are not grounded, and that they are safe and secure. So the issue of if you love me, because economy, the Southeasterners are people who are very enterprising. They believe in hard work. They believe in what they do day-to-day activities. We now ask them to stay at home. Their business will be frustrated. Schools will not be in session, and so forth. So I don't think it is healthy. I don't think it's good for the interest of the people. And I'm happy that the governors of Southeast have come out to condemn the act and condemn that order, and that I think the people of Southeast themselves should stand up and say, no, this is not good for us. People should be stand up and say, well, this is not good for us because it's not good for them, their children, their business activities, and so forth.
The IPOB sit-down order is very unfortunate. You could also see that a lot of people that would want the Northeast to continue with its activities on Monday, people are even chased and killed, if possible, if seen outside. This is very unfortunate ideas. We're yet to find out from them what would this contribute to the peace of this country and the peace of the region.
So look at the volume of trade that takes place at Ariaria Market in Aba. Look at Onitsha, Omata, Onitsha Market, Owerri, and all those places. It will certainly have a huge impact. And that is why we should appeal. The late peace reign.
On what community heads can do to end this disturbing trend, they had these to say.
The government, the citizens, all have that. They have both. They have that obligation. The government has obligation in line with Section B of the Constitution, 14B of the Constitution. The citizens also have the obligation on 24E of the Constitution. So all should work together for the good of the state, the good of the citizens.
Some of the governors have also spoken because we want to be very, very frank. Fortunately, unfortunately, we know a lot of the governors. We know them well because we've also worked under them and we've been with them while out of power and in power, in authority. They've been trying to let them know that there are ways we can let the government here and ventilate our position and say what we want.
It behoves on the governors to look at the situation and properly analyze themselves and its agitations, and look at the root causes, and look at those who try to hijack them for political reasons, for economic reasons, for other reasons. Identify them. They have the apparatus, they have the security agencies, they have the local government chairman, they have every apparatus to have a clear understanding. But there should be deliberate efforts to build confidence and trust among the people.
They also talked about their experience in service and whether such incidences ever occurred and how it was handled.
So you see, sometimes ago we have what you call Metasine. It was in the north, in Kano, and the police were able to subdue it. You see, the point is that, you see, institutions that were created to address issues have been weakened in various ways, in terms of funding, in terms of training, in terms of motivation. The police, which is the mother force, I was mobile police for 6 years as a police constable, and we've been given allowances, we've been given rations for traveling, and we're being well catered for, and we're happy doing the job. We had that passion because we know we're being cared for.
I recall when I was in the FCT, sometimes we have 2-3 demonstrations, all going to the National Assembly with opposing views, the same theme, but different camps. And what do? You provide them security. You give them security so that the two don't meet. And that is why they say, well, they don't require permit to process. They don't require permit to do all these things. But for proper organizing, is it not better? You let us know, we know the number that are coming out, we know the routes they are following, we know where they want to assemble, so that we know what number of officers we can deploy. So those are the things we try to do.
Dialogue, not violence, has always been the best means of resolving conflicts in any given society. If everyone dies in the bid to make a point, who then will be left to be governed? Wisdom is profitable to direct. Peggy Agbe, Security Watch Africa, Abuja.
Welcome back. Yes, like you can see, there is need for people to stop this harassing of people, and so they will not bring down the economy of the Southeast. Really, people are suffering. There are people who depend on daily earnings for them to survive and sustain themselves and their families. With this sit at home, they are being affected. Yes, like I said, we are still here on Nibo Road. Further, if you look behind me, like I said at the beginning, there is a security check of people not crossing with vehicles or this keke, like it's being called here, because there are security checks. These security checks are now being put in place because of the threats that this coming Anambra governorship election come November 6th will not hold. But the government, the federal government and the state government are prepared for it to hold, and people are ready. We spoke to so many people, and they want this election to hold. So they just need the reassurance that they will not be disturbed, and that is the reason why so much security personnel have been brought to Anambra State, and they are arriving. We have met so many of them. We have gone around to find out the pulse of the people, and people are willing to. But we spoke with a young man who is a youth advocate, who believes that the youth are being wasted if they don't check what is the trend that is happening now. Talking about Ambassador Timothy Nwachukwu, he's based here in Anambra, and he spoke with us extensively on some of the issues and the threats that is happening. So sit back as we bring you this brief chat with Ambassador Timothy Nwachukwu.
What is happening in the Southeast is regrettable. What is happening in the Southeast is an anathema, is a cancer that is about to consume the Southeast geopolitical zone if all hands are not on deck. It started like play, but it is actually getting out of hand. Southeast is one of the peaceful zones in Nigeria prior to now. Unfortunately, the activities of some misguided young people who have been derailed with so many ideological messages. They have taken guns against the states, against the people of the Southeast, turning the once peaceful zone into a war-torn region. And this is not good for the people of Southeast. This is not good for our economy. This is not good for our children. This is not good for our society. And every sane man and every right-thinking person who resides in Southeast must rise up and condemn the spirit of violence that is destroying the Southeast zone. My message to Anambra is this. The people who said that there is no election, I watch on the internet someone who is standing for an election in faraway Finland is telling people in Anambra State not to vote for election. I repeat, someone who is standing for an election in faraway Finland is telling Anambra not to vote. Someone somewhere is telling us that we should not go and elect our leaders. And I tell the young people, if you allow yourself to be used, definitely you are opening up our state for a state of emergency, which will not be best. So my message to Anambra, especially the young people, is this. You must rise up. We must not leave the issue of security for the security agencies alone. No, we all have our personal roles to play. You're a watchman in your area, in your community, in your villages where you are. You know the people that are surrounding you. So anytime you notice any movement or an influx of people, strange faces, you have a responsibility to alert the traditional ruler, to alert the Anambra State Vigilante Group, to alert the security agencies that there are strange personalities or faces around the vicinity. This election is a decisive one, whereby Anambra State will decide to move forward or backward. Therefore, I call on every young Anambrarian, this is the time for you not to sit back at home, but for you to be involved in this electoral process that will bring about the next government. If not, you have no right to complain about misgovernance anymore in this state. Every Monday, people in the Southeast Zone, especially Anambra, stays at home. Someone is going about his legitimate business elsewhere, and the person is telling you to sit at home. It was unfortunate that even during the time of WAEC, our children couldn't write WAEC. And I said this, we have elected representatives in the National Assembly, we have our governors, we have our Hanez Ndibu. We are sane people, we are peaceful people. We know there are judicial means through which we can channel our grievances, even if we have grievances. And I tell you that this is not the way to go. For example, today, we are hearing of gunshots in the Ekulobia. People are running and closing their shops in Nobi. Is this still for the people? Anambra, these are your enemies in your town. We must not applaud them. We cannot support evil. Remember, Oluimo State was very hot, and the governor brought security agencies and dislodged them, and they are here to make this state ungovernable. It is not the governor or the commissioner of police that will protect our state. It is you and I. We have the responsibility to support the security agencies for the peace and prosperity of Anambra State. Without security, if you wake up tomorrow morning and on the road, you can't find security operative, you will close your shop, you will close your office, you will close your business, and you will go. And hoodlums and armed robbers will have a field day. So anyone who is complaining that the presence of security men are much in Anambra, I don't know what else the person wants. Since they've been here, we've not had an issue of indiscriminate arrest of individuals. If there is anybody that has anything to fear, are the people who are fomenting trouble. And I tell in Anambra, if we are having peace here, there won't be any need to invite security agencies. Please and please, I plead with the young people. Kansu Igbo, let me speak in Igbo language. I want to appeal to our people. Bikonu, like one of our past governors have said, the society we abuse today will take revenge on us, on our children tomorrow. Bikonu ndi Anambra, Anamaya, onye ntorobịa niile nọ na Anambra State, biko, onwere ihe dị ka udo na ọganiru na villages anyị niile mana towns anyị niile. Ana m arịọ onye ọbụla ka anyị ncha niile tika aka ọnụ, ọbụrụ gọvanọ, ọbụrụ commissioner of police, ọbụrụ ndị amị ga-ewetara anyị udo na Anambra State. Mụ na gị ka ọ dị n'aka. Biko, ana m arịọ onye ntorobịa ọbụla wee na-arịọ biko do ndị anụnwa na-agba egbe, ndị na-achụgharị ndị mmadụ, biko nụ ihe ọbụla bụ iwu anyị ọkwara ka ọbụla ọ ga-aka mma ma ọ bụ na abịa na tebụl wee were ihe ndị bekee na-akpọ dialogue wee sort out our differences. Onwere otu ọzọ ebe ọbụla enwere ọgbaghara, there cannot be peace, there cannot be progress. You cannot go to your business, you cannot go to your office. Must we continue to run like this? Remember, the society we abuse today will take revenge on us, on our children tomorrow.
Welcome back. You heard him there. He spoke both in English and Igbo language so that he's speaking to the heart of the people, of his people, to understand that we must embrace peace. They must embrace peace for development, and that is all what he's talking about. And we support him, we encourage him in that. Yes, a lot of things have happened since we arrived in Anambra State, and some of the things are not too sweet. Some are things that are encouraging. But generally, the people of Anambra are peace-loving people. They want peace and they want development. And that is what government is about. And we feel that if there are no development, the people should hold their elected members responsible. They should be accountable to the people, and that is the way to go, and not to take the way of violence. Violence does not pay anybody. Hold the elected representative responsible. Those in the State Assembly, those in the National Assembly, those in the executive branch, those anywhere, so long as they were put there for the interest of the people, they should be held accountable. I think that is the right way to go than taking up arms against your own citizens, against your own people, because many of the people that are being killed are people from the southeast here, and it doesn't help anybody really. I think enough is enough for the wise, really. That is what is being said, that is what is said. And on this note, we must sign off from this location this week. We may bring another edition in another location to tell you that we feel the pulse of the people and how they think and what we should give them in terms of their security. And socially, EB will continually, Security Watch Africa will continually go to where it's happening to bring you the news. We are monitoring the Anambra election and the security situation, and we'll bring you more details on what is happening in Anambra State. Thanks for staying tuned. Until we come your way again next week, I say bye for now and remain blessed.